this is the last Ow. Did I already film the intro? Yes. Was it perfect? Maybe. Am I still going to refilm it because the lighting sucked in that video? Absolutely. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Arden, and in today's video we are going to be reading the Chronicles of Narnia, 3 books in this book that I still have yet to finish. We are going to be reading them in the publishing order, not according to the order they are in this book. I'm going to be jumping from the middle to the beginning to the end, or, it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. Don't let that confuse you. Do I regret reading these in the publication order? Probably. Will I still read it though? Absolutely. Will I then go back to reread the series in this order? Yes, sometime in the future. I'm curious. I can't stop it, okay? I can't stop myself from going back and rereading the series just to see if anything changes. It was just yesterday when I finished the Bloodline series, and when I finished, I mean I put it down. I temporarily DNF'd it. Look, you guys, I'm upset with myself for not finishing the series and with the timing of the universe. I'm in a weird mood, okay? It's been happening a long time now. I think it's been happening for the past month. My reading tastes are definitely a little bit rocky and unreliable. I want to read something easy and light, which Bloodlines definitely is. It's just not something I'm craving. I'm upset with myself for letting you down and for letting myself down, but it's a fresh start into a new video, and we're not going to enter this video on a negative note, so we're gonna be positive. Before we get into this video, if you're not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button down below. You know what to do, and click the notification bell to keep yourself notified. I post content every 2 to 3 days. I wouldn't say it's entertaining content, it's just content. I have come to terms with the fact that this is who I am now. I am chaotic. I am not exactly cheerful anymore. And this is me in all my glory. And somehow that rhymed. And that's my story. Be warned, this is what you're getting yourself into. Also, before you continue, please comment down below the books that you usually read when you're in a reading slump and what books you think I might enjoy. My moods right now are so different. They vary from day to day. Get wild. Feel free to suggest books that I normally wouldn't pick up or that you think are not my usual reading taste. Maybe I'll like them. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice day. Hey, hi, hello, it's me 5 seconds later. I forgot to mention the first book that I will be reading is The Horse and His Boy. Then I'll move on to The Magician's Nephew. And the last book that will mark my ending of the entire Chronicles of Narnia series will be The Last Battle. Good morning, everybody. It is May 12th. It is 12 p.m. and I am reading The Horse and His Boy. I am 5 pages into it. Then I just kind of realized that I've got bookish mail, so let's open that. Now, for this one, I have no idea what's inside. I think it's probably gonna be some Wattpad book again, but we will see. Oh, it's something big. Oh my goodness! It's Blood Witch by Susan Dennard. This is the latest new release. Oh, it's a little bit wrinkly here, damaged. I haven't read any of these books, but wow, that's a thick book. How many pages does it have? Oh, almost 600. 584. I think these are the UK covers. I'm just going to be continuing with the Chronicles of Narnia. Hey beauties. So this is how far I'm in. This far. I'm 40 pages in. I still have 60 pages to go. So far, so good. The Horse and His Boy follows a boy who was a fisherman's son. He was treated very poorly. He was beaten. The fisherman didn't really like him. And one day, this man came and decided that, oh, I want to buy this boy. And I want to use him as, a slave. So the boy was like, okay, he may be a better master than his own father. But then this guy's horse started speaking to the boy and told him that his master was such an awful owner and that they should just run away together. The boy Shasta was at first very shocked that horses could even speak. But that's normal for Narnians. Animals can speak there. However, the horse was caught, kidnapped, or whatever you want to call it, and he was brought into these lands of, I don't even know where the story was first set in. But now the two of them go on this adventure of going to Narnia. And during their adventure, the boy Shasta is actually mistaken for a prince. And he was mistaken by Susan and Edmund. And those are the characters from the like original Narnia series. And I am fangirling because I'm so happy that they're in this book. This is the last This is the last check-in of the day. And I am here to say that rhymed. Lost my train of thought. I'm here to say that I have done a little bit of light reading with Susan from Susan is Reading, and she is such a cutie. Honestly, I love her so much. I love her videos. She's always so entertaining, so funny, and I love her sense of humor. Go check her out. The link will be in the description. Editing me. So Susan's kind of just took over this vlog. First there's Susan Dennard, then we have Susan from Susan is Reading, and the third is Susan from the Chronicles of Narnia. And that name just pops up everywhere in this video. Like, are you guys in sync or what? I actually only have 20 pages left when it comes to The Horse and His Boy. I'm really enjoying it. It's so magical. I'm gonna finish it today and then I'm gonna talk to you about it tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all right today. I finished yesterday The Horse and His Boy, and it was such a wholesome ending. It was so cute, if not a little bit predictable. I can't take all the credit for finishing The Horse and His Boy. Obviously, yes, I was the one who read it. But the only person who was keeping me accountable to read this book was Susan from Susan is Reading. She did a read with me video and I replayed it 3 times because I did an hour and a half long reading run, I guess. I finished it in that time. It was lovely. It was beautiful. I finished the book and I also got to hang out with Susan, even though it's a virtual hangout, but it was still so lovely. Now I am reading The Magician's Nephew. So far, I really like it. Out of all of these, I still haven't read The Last Battle and The Magician's Nephew, but out of all of the ones that I've read, my least favorite would have to be The Silver Chair. I don't know why, it doesn't seem as magical as the entire world of Narnia is. I think I rated it 3 stars in total. Wow, this book is really heavy. I think I haven't mentioned this yet, but this book collection is ordered by the way the writer wants you to read these books. Reading The Magician's Nephew now, I definitely see why it's the very first book, because it's an introduction to Narnia. I really wish that I would have started reading it the way that it is here. At the same time, if it was published in a different order, why not read it that way, you know? I can always go back and reread it in this order and see what I've missed. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe you saw my previous reading log and you saw what a difference a couple of days make. In the Bloodlines reading vlog, I was really tired all the time. I was stressed out, I was anxious. But in this reading vlog, I'm very happy for some reason. And I've only decided to put down the Bloodline series 2 days ago. Yeah. Now, after I finish reading Narnia, I really don't know what I'm gonna move on to next. I also have a lot of fun videos planned out for you, except that they're challenges and they might also put me in a reading slump, but it's fine. Do it for my subscribers, my viewers. Sacrifice your mental health. No, but seriously, I'm so excited for everything that's coming up, and I really hope that you guys will enjoy it too, because I put a lot of work into these ideas and into these videos. It might not actually come across in my videos. I am very self-conscious of my English and I constantly repeat myself because I am not the most eloquent person, but I still know that I bring a lot of things to the table that other people don't. Like, I have my pets, I have my quirky personality. There's room on BookTube for everybody, and if you like my videos, that brings me so much joy. But it's also, doing this is also my passion, and it's something I really like doing, and I don't imagine my life without it, you know? I mentioned once or twice on my channel that I started doing BookTube in 2015, 2014, and my videos got spread around the school, and yeah, people in my class found out, and people were just, you know, making fun of me. And then one guy came up to me and said, learn to speak English before you start putting videos on YouTube. And I was like, damn. And I took every single video down and I stopped making videos. And ever since then, it has been the biggest regret of my life, because this is something I really enjoyed doing. I don't want to do that again, because I miss like 5 years of video filming and having fun with you and, you know, just reading the most awesome books ever. I'm really happy to be back. I'm really happy with the place that I am in now. I have a lot of booktube friends, which just makes my heart warm. For the longest time, I felt so alone on booktube, on bookstagram, and now that ever since I started filming these videos, I've slowly started finding myself again and finding who I am and what I love to do and what is my passion apart from writing. I feel like when I'm creative in any way, shape, or form, I can't draw, I can't paint, I don't mean in that way, but I feel like when I'm creative in any other way, that's when I shine most, and that's when people are most attracted to me. It's who I am. I like being creative, and I feel like people really like that, and I like that about other people. You know, when people are just in their zone, when their eyes shine because they're so happy, and when they're so passionate about something, when they're talking about the things they're passionate about, it just makes me so happy. But also, you know that TikTok that says, does anybody else change personality based on the language they speak? Yeah, me. I feel like that's me. When I speak in English, I want to give everybody a hug. I want to hug everybody. But when I speak in Slovenian, I come across as like the biggest bitch ever. Just because I love roasting people. And that's how you know I'm most comfortable with you. Like my best friend, she is the only one that I am going to roast all the time, but still send her like the sweetest messages ever just to make up for my roasty behavior. But it's because she makes me so comfortable, and I can just have my own sense of humor and roast myself and roast her and roast both of us, and she will just laugh it off, and it's gonna be like good fun, you know. So yeah, there are multiple sides of me both in English and in Slovenian, and I am very excited to show you guys that personality, like my personality, and grow with you as a person, as a reader, and as a friend. So yeah, that was so cheesy, but yeah, love you. Bye. Cutie pie. Hello. She's always so angry. 2.5 million reads. The beauty of a broken angel, but pretty soon I was entangled. I am. Teach me how to fight, I'll show you how to win. You're my mortal flaw, and I'm your fatal sin. Let me feel the sting, the pain, the burn. You know her song, what's it called? Tears of Gold. Usually she is only intimidated by hands, and she's pretty neutral to faces. She doesn't actually bite, she just touches your face. She's planning on hurting nobody. I'm sorry if you're nobody. Show them what you have on your cheek. She can't eat. Basically, her favorite songs are any song by Ariana Grande. She will go crazy. But her favorite is One Last Time, which is also my favorite. And the reason why it's her favorite is probably because I've been playing it to her all the time ever since I got her. She really likes that song, don't you? She isn't actually afraid, because, you know, most birds won't do that if they were actually afraid. She feels very comfortable with me. She's just not used to being handled. Not because I don't handle her, but because she doesn't do well outside of the cage. She's a very bad flyer, and she also rarely comes out of her cage on her own. I have a rule where I don't go into her cage unless it's to change out the water bowl. But her cage is her safe space, and she rarely comes out on her own. And when she does, it's easy to like get her on your hand. And because she is a bad flyer, she won't fly off your hand, so she will voluntarily stay on your hand. She doesn't like to fly, really. She's really bad, because she will hit anything. A few years ago, she actually flew straight into one of the flowers that we had. She took off her entire head. So these are fairly new feathers that she has up on her head right now. Thank you. She also doesn't see very well. It's like, you know, dusk. She doesn't really see that well. I'm not doing anything. You can go. Get on my table. I guess not. Okay, then. Will you go here? Go up here? Here? Go on my shoulder. Come on. Clara, I won't actually hurt you. I promise you. You're my baby. I love you. Yes, here. Here we go. Just hold on. Don't actually walk around.
Hey, ça va se des amours, tu connais. Si mi kluna. Ja, toksiti huda. Vedo.
Kara, will you please get on my hand now? Hey, that hurt. Be a brave little birdie, yay! Let's all be home, tiptoe through the tulips with me. Let's all be home, tiptoe through the tulips. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. Also, a note that I do need to make. Kara is a very dusty bird. I am allergic to dust. I always say good morning, even though it is 12 p.m. and that's not morning anymore. It's noon, but please ignore that because it's the first time I'm checking in and I just want to say hi. I've had breakfast now. I made myself some coffee, didn't drink it yet. I watched a few YouTube videos and I did my usual morning routine, which is pretty chill. Let's talk about all the updates that I have for you, because there are a few updates. I don't think I checked in last night, but I finished The Magician's Nephew. It was my second favorite book in the Narnia series. This book basically follows Diggory, who is a descendant from Fae. His uncle is actually a magician, or he's not actually a magician, he's a scholar, and he found a way to enter different worlds. And because he is a coward, he used two children, Diggory and his friend Polly, to explore the worlds, then come back and report. Diggory and Polly actually stumble into this dying world that has pools, which are gates or doors to different worlds. They figure out a way how to get into them. They go into one world and they find all of these wax figures and people who are just frozen in time. And there is a note saying that, basically ring the bell or be curious to what happens if you don't. And Diggory obviously rings the bell, obviously, because he's an idiot. And he wakes up this evil witch whose only purpose in life is to conquer or destroy. And she is basically an empress. And I think... am I wrong? I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe a long time ago, but I think that's the same witch as from this book. But basically, this witch tells them to bring her into their own world so that she can conquer it. And they try to get rid of her, but they can't. And they accidentally bring her into their world, but then bring her to the dying world where she is just kind of fading. And then somehow they stumble into what is soon to be Narnia, and here is how we get a look into how Narnia is magically, wonderfully created. I loved it so much. It was so beautiful, so magical. One of my favorites. I loved seeing how Narnia was created and Aslan, and yeah. So I finished this book yesterday and right now I am reading The Last Battle. I am about halfway through it. Not really liking it so far. The Magician's Nephew really elevated my standards for Narnia. Seeing Narnia be created and then seeing The Last Battle, how Narnia is gonna be destroyed, or I think Narnia is gonna be gone after this, because it's the last book, so it would kind of make sense that the world was gonna kind of come to an end. It breaks my heart. Just half of this book to go, and then I'm gonna be done with the Chronicles of Narnia. It's gonna leave me feeling either very satisfied and happy because of the Magician's Nephew and all of these wonderful stories, or I'm gonna be very sad and maybe unsatisfied depending on how The Last Battle will go. But I'm still awfully happy that I picked this series up. I do not regret the order that I read them in, just because they do make a little bit sense, like especially with reading The Horse and His Boy and now The Last Battle. You know what book I actually blacked out? The Silver Chair, because I didn't like it. I didn't like The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle is currently also on 3 stars, just like The Silver Chair, but we'll see how things go. I just came to the part where everybody makes an appearance in The Last Battle, and I'm crying because I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, I need a tissue. Yeah, I just had to let you guys know that I came to that part, and yeah, I'm emotional. Also forgot to say that Polly and Diggory made an appearance here, and reading the books in the order that I read them in, I'm just so happy. Because I can really appreciate everything written. Wow, I did not expect to love Narnia as much as I do. When I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian, these were not my favorites. They were like average. And then I read The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which was my favorite, and I was like, okay, there is still hope for Narnia. And then I moved on to The Silver Chair, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna hate this series? But luckily, I then read The Horse and His Boy, which was like, okay, it was okay. But the next book that I read, which was, The Magician's Nephew, I was like, yes, this is what it's all about. I love it. And now I'm reading The Last Battle. While it's not my favorite, this moment, when everything comes full circle, I'm just like so satisfied, so happy. I could just cry. Oh damn. Okay, so Susan is no longer a friend of Narnia because she is too grown up and she's like convinced that these are all just like stories or something. And the games that they played, that breaks my heart. In the movie, Susan was my favorite, but in the books, I think Peter. Eustace, I love a smartass too. Eustace, he's such a strange character, such a weirdo. We love him. He's dope. Another person who makes an appearance is Reepicheep. Oh my goodness, that little mouse. I love him. He's such a cutie. Such a little cutie. What? What was that? I'm shook. Breathe, breathe. What is that ending? This is outrageous. What? I have no words. I can't even breathe. What is that ending? Okay, breathe. Just breathe. I finished the Chronicles of Narnia, you guys. I finished it. The ending had me shook. I was shook. I did not expect this end. I want to punch someone, but I also want to, like, scream. What the hell? From every single book, it was like a full circle. Breathe, talk. Okay. Everybody made an appearance from every single book, and it was like a full circle moment. It was so satisfying, so wholesome, and I loved it so much. So to take you through all my ratings, now that I have a clearer picture, I rated The Magician's Nephew 4.5 stars. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was 3.5 to 4 stars. It is 4 stars on Goodreads. The Horse and His Boy, 4 stars. Prince Caspian is one of my least favorites, but it's still good because I love Caspian. So I would give Prince Caspian 3.5 stars. The Voyage of the Dawn Treader is also 4.5. The Silver Chair is the only book that has 3 stars, and The Last Battle is 4 stars. Certain aspects of The Last Battle were so very, endearing, whereas other parts were incredibly slow. The same problem I have with all of these books. I love certain aspects of them, but then there are parts where my attention is just not grabbed and I am having trouble focusing. This is the order that I would put them in based on from my favorite to my least favorite. So my favorite right now would be The Magician's Nephew, tied with The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Last Battle, The Horse and His Boy, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and The Silver Chair. That is my order from most favorites to least favorite. Let me know what your favorite and least favorite is. Write down the order in the comments. Also, let me know what order you read them in. Was it the publication order or was it the order they are actually supposed to be read, you know, in a series? Editing me here. I just wanted to say that after reading Harry Potter, I really don't think that I could have chosen a better world to sink my teeth into. You know, when you're hung up on a book, and I think that's what came into play when it came to me putting down Bloodlines. I just wasn't prepared to get into another series, whereas with the Chronicles of Narnia, you don't technically follow the same characters and you don't have to like binge read. They are short stories. Each story can be read on its own, and I think that's exactly what I needed because it gave me that closure from the Harry Potter and the closure from Narnia. I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna say the second thing that I came here to say. The thing is, I've read 46 books and it's only May, whereas last year I've read 47 books in the entire year. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little bit shook. I will probably be taking a little bit of a break from reading because I've been doing a lot of reading and vlogging and I need to focus a little bit more on my writing in school. Like this video if you want me to do more reading vlogs, and if you have ideas for which books you want me to read, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.